talking about the skulls. All right, skulls in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I thought you were gonna start counting the skulls. There's 1, 2, 3, at least.
Bro,
8.
why is Lemon not in his chair? I literally.
He's there. What do you mean? There he is. The whole time.
Oh, he just broke concentration and his invisibility.
20 seconds till we're live. Lemon, get out of your system. Go ahead.
Lost
20 more
control.
seconds.
No, don't say, don't say a word. Don't you dare
10,
say a word.
9,
My door.
8.
We're live.
7,
Don't. No.
6,
Stop.
5, 4. Last chance. 11, 3.
What are we talking about?
No, we're talking about D&D. Descendant to Avernus.
Okay, so we just wanted to come on here really quick just to let everyone know D&D this week has been canceled.
And Lemon has something to say.
No, Lemon, you've got nothing. True. Stop
announcing,
instigating. Stop
Lemon
instigating.
has something to say.
Lemon here is announcing his
No.
debut
No.
into being a comedian.
Okay,
and
good.
He has a line for us.
Okay.
He's got an hour at Yuck Yucks.
Yep.
Frank, the floor is
Okay.
yours. Please take it
Yeah,
away.
I feel like
No,
I'm putting
don't
in
walk
effort.
away. Don't walk away, you son of a bitch. Okay, please. We have a genie in a bottle. Genie in a bottle, baby.
No, he's like a crab.
What?
I have to go help someone for a couple seconds.
Okay,
Yeah, we're doing the
just to
recap.
recap?
Yeah,
I
just
hope
to
it's
recap.
your
Just a
wife.
recap.
Who's
Just
that
a recap.
someone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weirdly cryptic.
Who's that someone, motherfucker?
He lives in a house with one other person.
What the fuck?
the-
Guys, I need to help someone.
I gotta go. This is a man. Gotta go.
Also, recap because you guys never asked the genie's name. It's Christina A. So
Ah, she looks good
yeah.
for her
yeah.
age.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Like there's a bit I'm missing here.
Aguilera, Christina Aguilera, Genie.
Arugula.
What does
Genie
Genie have to do with Christina Aguilera?
in a bottle.
Genie in a bottle?
Genie in a bottle, baby.
Oh my god.
She's a genie.
Were
in
you
a
born
bottle,
in 1970?
baby. No.
I'm actually
Okay.
younger than all of you, except for David.
Okay,
Yeah.
listen. Let's do a little recap-arino.
Please.
What happened last time? You guys had a little bit of a run-in trying to get some demon goo, which you accomplished. Took a couple lumpy wumpies, cost you some spells, but you got her done. Then you rolled up, you found the unicorn. You also actually along the way rolled right past a hell wasp nest, which was oddly like floating like a helium balloon, basically being strung down by an infernal chain. I don't know what the hell that was. And then you went over and you found yourself face to face with a talking pile of rocks, which turned out to be a earth genie guarding a demon zapping tower powered by a captured unicorn. You also spotted something else moving in the ground, or at least Gantash did, and then you all parted and went your merry ways. We did a little bit of a quick burst through the end of the session, so if we kind of just skipped ahead to the part where you guys went and got Bazit, got him in the vehicle, and then you started rolling off towards... who wants to tell me where you're going?
Olandius.
Okay. So y'all are headed towards Olanthius.
I've actually got to go help someone with something really quick.
Oh, shoot. I gotta go help the person who
I-
was helping. Shoot.
There's somebody I really need to help right now. I gotta be real.
Who was it, Lemon?
My wife.
No, it
Like,
wasn't.
yeah.
You said someone.
Yeah, you
Well,
said someone.
Yeah, if it was
Because-
your wife, you would have said, "Oh, I just have to go help my wife."
Oh,
because my
no.
upstairs people blew a breaker and their breakers in our house, so I had to,
Oh.
and my wife couldn't. She didn't know what to do, so I went to go
I
help her.
see.
But it was actually the upstairs. Yeah, that's why I said that.
You have 2 wives, one upstairs, one downstairs, is what I'm getting.
And he
Yeah.
has a long distance girlfriend, as I'm understanding.
Ah, one
They fall
above.
asleep on FaceTime every night.
Holy fuck! Upstairs they have 2 different bins, don't
Am I
they?
following? Am I following?
Ah, what did the other wife help the other wife? What the fuck? That's so
I gotta
weird.
help. I
Yo,
gotta help the
Lemon's
war
a
effort
player.
somehow.
Lemon's a player.
Yeah, true. I guess True was right. Things do move quickly these days.
All right, back from your Mormon days. Two wives.
Let's fucking. Can we
I am
even?
lost.
Can we just? Where the fucking rails at, bro? Put us back on them. Put us
I
on
need
them.
Be lost if you were never found, big boy.
I need to delete the Cheshire Cat. Everybody take a good zoom in look before I get rid of this thing.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you to delete it last time, but I couldn't find a way to put it into normal people
Delete what?
conversation.
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Okay, so you guys are taking off towards Olanthius, from my understanding. If there's anything else that you'd like to do along the way, feel free to let me know, or before you go, or anything like that.
I'd like to
Otherwise,
be doing a long rest.
otherwise, I need a certain type of boat in this Discord doing something, and then I also need my 2 drivers. So figure out who that's going to be. I need you both to roll me.
I'll get in the wheel. I'll get on the wheel.
I think
Oh.
I'll be
Yes.
driving.
Driving mood today.
You will be.
Well, I just
D12?
had like I'm RPing. I just had like a really intense conversation with a genie. I'm feeling like really limber and spry. So I'm gonna get in the wheel and I'm gonna keep that energy going.
Oh, no one asked him for wishes.
Is that 83 years old? I gotta take every burst of energy that I can get to do spry things. What do I gotta roll?
D12.
Are you my D12? You are 6, right in the middle.
12 size on it.
Right down the middle.
All right, then. Oh, we also get to reveal. Bum, ba, da, bum, pop. Okay,
Wow.
so we'll move you guys over here. Blamp. And if somebody, actually, I'll have all of you put your mouse on the map where you're headed, where you believe you're headed. Everybody just put your mouse, and then you got to stop moving it.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I guess right.
Okay, perfect.
Oh,
So
can I double
who's-
check my notes really quick? Just want to see what we.
Where the fuck is your mouse, Lemon?
Right here.
The sword down here.
Truth be told, I have no idea, and I saw a sword, and I'm like, oh, we need the sword.
Bottom left of
So-
the map is where Olanthius is. Okay, I guess I'll. It's there.
If I'm right.
Oh boy.
Okay.
If you're right, what?
I don't know.
We're not gonna hear the last of it.
If
I'll
you're
tell you
right,
that.
what? Then you flipped the coin correctly. Good fucking job.
This is such an active.
My guessing
Ah,
game.
What a
Session so
dipshit thing
far?
to say.
For all the wrong reasons. It's very active for all the wrong reasons.
Lemon is just so smart. His intuition is incredible. Unmatched.
Yeah. My memory, though, very poor.
What's your insight?
If only there was some way to write down things so you could remember them for the future.
What's your
That's
insight?
a good.
Passive?
Yeah, what's your passive
Oh yeah,
insight?
look at that.
Passive insight.
11.
Okay. So you guys are heading your way along, and as you roll your way through the landscape, it is a bit of a bumpy ride. You guys, I assume, are going relatively full blast. If I'm not mistaken, the demon grinder does need to. Oh no, sorry, you gassed out of the extra soul coin fuel by now, so you guys can go to the same speed, basically, just fueled up on demon ichor. Okay, there he goes. Off he goes. He's got to help somebody. I'll say you make your way across the landscape,
I'll check on
and
his radishes.
amongst the pockets of fighting that you find yourself coming across, you realize that as you head more towards your destination, the pockets of fighting become more and more sparse. The battles are between less and less fighters. There's pockets of just one-on-one combat. Though some of the demons and devils that you see here you've never really seen before, some are quite big. But again, they're still pretty sparse and you're able to make your way through no problem. One thing does stand out after about 4 hours of driving, and it is pretty distinct. You can see a almost like a break in the clouds, the dark red and black clouds. There is a bit of a break in it and there's this weird kind of fog that's rolling down from the sky, and it rests upon these war machines that you can see in the distance that look like they're parked just in a circle. Everybody give me a perception check on this. Crepe, you can do so with advantage.
90.
I know that my eyes are open. That's apparently.
Since I'm trying to take a rest, do I make a perception?
Yeah, I mean you can do pretty common things.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
I will
super
say,
perception.
other than Crepe, you also have the opportunity to do your long rest here, if you want.
Long rest.
Yes, you can be chilling. Like if the ride takes longer than 8 hours, you can just be chilling in the back.
I thought long rest had to be like a rest.
It does not.
16
Okay,
is what I rolled. 16.
And I just want to be clear. You can attempt to do it. So if you wanted to start doing,
I'm actually not gonna.
Okay.
I'm not gonna use my long rest here.
Okay. 16 over there. Okay, so anyone above a 15 or a 15 or
20.
higher, you guys can see that there are about 12 demon grinder-ish looking vehicles. It looks like they've got the front of a demon grinder on it, but they've got almost like a flatbed on the back, and they are kind of curtaining in this area. There's just like a very box-like shape on the back of each of them, and they're parked in a circle. And you just see that about a kilometer away. Not in the path that you're headed. It's a bit off to the right.
Oh, it's a car meet.
You can do with that what you will. Otherwise, I'll send you forward.
Guess I'll turn to Yol as I'm driving. Looks oddly suspicious. Galanthius could be there. We don't exactly have his exact location.
I mean, I've never seen machines like that. I think any sign of life is probably worth investigating at this point.
I don't know if it's necessarily safe to just pull up several of these machines. Any better ideas?
Can I tell if the machines are, like, are they manned or are they empty?
They're definitely off. You don't see any smoke coming out of them. It's a pretty distinct sign when they're on. But you can't particularly tell if they're manned. There's a 3/4 cover for each driver's seat, so it'd be tough to tell.
I see. Okay. I think it'd be foolish to skip this. To pretend it doesn't exist.
Well, maybe let's pull off to the side and strategize with our compatriots. And I'll start to veer off. A rumbling stop.
Do we still have
Be-
Barnabas with us?
Yeah, we do.
Bassett.
I think it's Bowser.
Yeah, and you're Peach, true.
Bungus?
Okay.
You guys FaceTime every night.
Fall asleep.
Yeah.
I'll pull over and leave the car running.
Okay.
I want to drive into the... No, I'm kidding. I'm going to pull over.
I think probably you take the worst out of that interaction.
And I'll say,
I'd like to get into a fiery car wreck and die. If that's available to me.
The road's pretty bumpy, so if you angle up, you might be able to clip through the ground and yeah.
Say
Why are we stopping?
Well, you see the things too, right? Oh, no, you
No,
don't.
no, my eyes are literally just open.
there's some war machines up ahead. We don't exactly know where Olanthius is situated in this area. Could be there. Might be worth checking out, but we thought maybe we could strategize what we do.
Is it weird to ask for directions in hell?
I would believe so, yes. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if there's a lot of vehicles there, I still have a spare part. That
Maybe.
could be an excuse to be offered.
It could also help us fix ours, too.
I mean, I'm mostly in it for the scrap metal, if we're being honest.
I have an extra accelerator. Long tube with slits at the end of it. But, I mean, what are our other options? Driving past them?
I don't really want to have to use this, but to make that eye again.
Actually,
I don't think that's worth our time.
Actually, Yoel, if we continue on the path that we're going, is it still bumpy, or is it worse? Maybe the car's stopped, just in case the road is like ever changing right now.
I mean, they're stopped, but they're parked in such a way that would make me think they didn't just pull over. Right? Like they're
Circular.
basically parked in a circle,
Like there's a
Yeah,
purpose.
that's right.
all like facing one point.
No, sorry, like parked,
Like
Human
Aston
centipede.
Like an arch?
yeah, like a human.
Human
I didn't want to
centipede.
say it, but yeah.
In a circle.
Oh, so they're a column in a circle.
It's
Or a column?
the demon grinder centipede.
Yep, it's a column. Interesting.
They didn't park like this by accident.
So they must have stopped for a reason.
Yes. That would be worst guess.
We should probably look around, Yoel, with those eyes of yours. See if there's like maybe demons of some sort, or maybe the terrain's difficult for vehicles. Since we've experienced that in the past. You know, the road is bumpy.
I mean, everything is bumpy.
Can I just, during this...
I don't see anybody there.
Can I just, with this, like... While this conversation is ongoing, take out my dragon hand. And start to cast Augury.
Or how long does that take?
The minute cast, so it doesn't really take...
Okay, and can you link it again just so I can see?
Sorry, give me a second.
Pretty sure you have to think a certain thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Thinking clearly not our strong suit.
Oh, it's not. Did you see that?
Wheel, woe, wheel and woe. Or nothing.
It's honestly DM's discretion. For how he...
Okay. Sure. You can. I'll let you get specific about what your intent is.
What do you mean specific?
Like, so go ahead and tell me what you're thinking about thinking into this cast.
Getting into this cast.
Like, what is your course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes?
Approach vehicles. Hold on. Approach the vehicles and come out of that situation unscathed.
And come. Okay, approach the vehicles. Like, okay. I'll let you start casting that. Go ahead. Okay. And while he's doing that, is there anyone who wants to do anything else specific?
I mean, I guess I'll just survey the landscape as best we can, but I think we're quite far away from them still.
Yeah, you're still a kilometer away. It's not terribly far, but
I mean, it's far enough that I'm not seeing much
yeah.
aside from that.
Also, Lemon, how long is the long rest for you?
4.
Oh, so you're done.
Oh, am I done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Drove for
it was-
4 hours?
That's what I said.
Should have said it louder.
I think I went.
Well,
Stepped away from it.
yeah, you were away.
Not bad.
Now, keep in mind, Lemon, if these guys rest like later on, you're not going to gain that benefit. You'll have to wait. Okay.
I do know.
So if nobody else is doing anything, if you're just waiting for the augury to finish,
I wanted to cast it while they were having their conversation because, stop.
And I'm surveying our surroundings.
okay. So from your survey of the surroundings, you get a pretty good feel that you've basically left the battlefield. There's nothing happening really in this corner of the pocket of Avernus, other than just it's a lot bumpier than it was before. And nothing seems to change about that spot up there. What was that?
What are you rolling d20s for?
Oh, those are his portent rolls.
Those are my important rolls.
Actually, that's not bad, to be
It's
fair.
not bad. Sorry.
Is Portent on a long rest, or is it at the start of each day? Because those are different.
When you finish a long rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. So I'll give you the augury then. So the augury.
Well, sorry, hold on. You didn't really finish answering my questions.
Which questions?
Like, okay, so I get that it is bumpy. Are there like mountains, hills,
Oh,
chasms? Like, what's the landscape like? Is there a giant crack in the land that makes it so that it seems sensible that these guys would pull over? You said there are 12 of these cars, right?
I see what you're saying. So you guys have been tearing through the land fairly unscathed. The bumps really come from it's like a harsh, like salty desert land. You know how like there's cracks in the ground. They're a little bit normal or like larger than what you would see like on Earth, but you're still able to tear through it. Like especially with the demon grinder, it's a bit more bumpy for the guys in the tormentor, but it's really just a sign of how dry and arid it is over here, and it seems like it's not traversed too frequently.
Okay.
Is what you're gathering.
Is it hotter here?
Not particularly. It's still that sucky, like hot.
And you said a dozen of these mystery machines.
Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
Okay. So, your augury, so your hand comes up and it kind of just goes flat, falls forward, and then just kind of like rocks side to side.
Torm. That didn't help. But don't worry. I know what you mean. This could get a little scrappy. Thought there was a chance it wouldn't, but Torm seems to think we might get injured. So, best behavior, and I'll look at Buru.
I'm gonna give him a thumbs up.
I mean, I feel like the last several scuffles we've gotten in were low-key my fault. But yeah, Buru, fucking settle down.
I'm just gonna shake my head.
Regardless, I think we'd be idiots to leave this stone unturned.
So what's the plan? Drive up to the stone? We don't really have a lot of...
Let's just be cautious.
Would you rather walk?
We're kind of disguised. We have the same vehicle.
We could use Bassett like a megaphone.
I don't know if that.
I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that. Also,
could
what's a megaphone?
Oh yeah, sorry. You could speak on to everybody at once.
Could use Bazet like a rolled up newspaper that you're shouting in one end to.
You can speak to all of them.
We don't even know if there's people over there. I don't see them.
Listen,
Their cars are off. What do you want?
they're in the circle. Maybe. They also could be lounging in the vehicles. We can't see that far.
You can't.
Might as well take a closer look.
I'm just identifying our options. Bassett could be a loud voice for us.
Bazet doesn't have a mouth.
He's got a brain.
Barely.
And you can
In your vehicle.
I want to
No
like.
offense, Bazet.
Is he's in my vehicle, right? Bazet?
No, I think we put him. We put him in your guys' vehicle because
Yeah, you pawned him off.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter. He's got
I found him
range.
off.
Hey, somebody asked Bazet if that column of vehicles means anything. If he's ever seen that. Might as well. Oh, well, wait a minute.
He can hear you.
Yeah, Bazet, do you know what that is?
He's
Bunch
not
of vehicles
deaf.
lined up?
They're all the big ones.
Yes.
But they're smaller than this big one. They have features of the big. Sorry, as I understood it, they had features of the big one, but were the size of the small ones.
There are a bunch of them lined up together, back to back.
No, they're the same size. They've got the front jaws of Demon Grinder, so clearly built in that model. But the backs are flattened rather than them being like war stations, like harpoon flingers. They're flattened like flatbed trucks almost.
So it's a caravan.
Yeah. Yeah. No. If there's no warlords, then I'm not totally sure what would be in them.
I was just about to ask, actually. What? There were 2 other warlords, I think. Beside Maggie and the fucking pig. Or 3, maybe?
There was 4. Werebore, which I think we might have taken care of, actually.
Yeah. I seem to remember a certain head coming off.
A horned devil, cursed by Zerial, unable to speak.
Okay, well, I don't think horned devils are about to drive, so keep going.
A necromancer with an umbrella made of bones.
Okay. Doesn't really seem like their style, but possibly.
And a devil presumably covered in chains.
Yeah, that's all 4. We were warned that the last 2, with umbrella and chains, should be avoided.
Okay. Well, if they're here, then we'll turn around.
All right.
And if any of these cars turn on, we also turn around. And anything starts talking in one of your heads, maybe then we'll also turn around.
Sounds good to me. And I'll start to rev the engine.
Okay.
And I'll pull off.
Okay.
Headed into the direction of the GT Mustang meetup in the middle of hell.
Okay. Okay. Is the other vehicle coming?
Yeah.
All right. I'd like to know where the non-drivers are sitting.
Harpoon, baby.
Baby.
In a little
Yeah.
boon.
Same.
Okay.
Do not say that. That means something different.
Okay. And the scavenger still has the tormentor hooked up to the back. And you guys start rolling on. As you approach, you can see, as you get closer, that from your perspective, it's kind of like on the left side of this ring of vehicles. You can actually see that there's an archway that's been constructed that fills a gap between the single break in these vehicles that you've been able to spot from this distance. You can also see that there are stringers hanging between the vehicles, from which you can see vague kind of just flapping in the hot wind, these just flaps of something. Looks like it could be signage or something like that, but there's a bunch of them.
I can't tell if it's like cloth or metal or
It's
skin
definitely
or...
it's definitely not cloth. The way they're moving, it's just kind of like it's very stiff. And as you roll up, you can actually see that there is somebody standing in that archway. Now, there's no doors. It's just an open gap. Does not look like a demon grinder would be able to fit through it. But you can also see that there's actually a couple of other vehicles parked off to the other side. There's a couple of tormentors and about 5 of the motorcycle vehicles and 1 demon grinder just neatly parked off behind the ring. Standing in the archway, there is a fairly well-dressed, flowing garb, a nice light blue tunic with bones for pins, pinning it together, various types of bones. Couple of piercings in the eyebrow, a nice like salt and pepper beard and mustache, and purple and white striped bandana. And as you get closer, you can also see that there's clearly a dagger that's in a sheath tucked into a cloth belt on the front of this person. And he just kind of stands there, confidently smiling in the middle of this archway, looking out at, well, you as you approach.
Unironically, we're driving up to a Hell's Angels meet in hell.
Oh my god.
No, we
That's
were
cute.
in Ontario.
So
I mean, I'm just gonna pull up, maybe about 100 feet from the archway, park the vehicle. If I don't see anything threatening, or I don't see kind of, if you're not describing anything, maybe somebody sneaking up behind the vehicle or something, I'm just gonna pull up 100 feet in front of the archway, and maybe just wave.
Okay. And you see him just point off to the side as he's gonna have a hard time talking to you with some of the noise that's coming from behind him. And he just kind of like points off to the side where all the other vehicles are parked.
And then I'll go park it. I'll go put it in, whatever parking spot he's telling me to go into. I'll go into that parking spot.
Okay.
As long as there's no green pay.
Oh, they must be civil if they have parking.
If it's free after 5, then I'll park. If it's not
In
free,
hell.
I'll just say that to it must be civil if they're parking.
So I'll say too that when you roll up, I'll give you a little description of what you see here. So there's a bunch of brightly colored tents inside of this archway. They're all kind of clustered together, creating kind of what looks like a little oasis of colors and comfort amidst this the dread that you've experienced throughout Avernus.
Wait, so
Just a carnival?
Is there like a drape or like an awning over top of all of this?
No, it's like stringers, like literally like just like rope tied between the vehicles with just
Between the vehicles, like left to right, or
all over different directions.
Okay.
And some of them connect to the tops of these tents that you see in the middle. They're just kind of they're connected all over the place. In fact, actually, if you look at the NPC that I just put in there, the little icon, you can even see in the background there what you're looking at.
But there's no.
There's
like
no roof.
It's open air.
necessarily.
Open
Yeah.
air.
There's some tents.
Yeah, there's tents, and there's like stalls and things like that inside. And as you drive closer, you can even hear a little bit of music coming, and this like delicious smell hits your nose as well as you go to park your vehicles.
Delicious smell. That's not common. Smell that, you.
Yeah, it smells like. What does it smell like?
So you kind of get a whiff of like primarily like some sort of like melted fat, like definitely some sort of meat's being cooked up. That's the one that you particularly pick out, but the
No, Yol is a very good cook. He's got a palate.
so there's some spices in the air too. There's some spices.
DM question: did we park yet?
I'll say sure. Yeah, you guys park out.
I'm jumping out of the vehicle and I'm sprinting towards the arch.
Okay.
Without a word.
All right. So you make your way up, and
Hungry.
He is.
he just peels out running. And you see this creature, mostly humanoid looking, like there's nothing really that stands out about him that doesn't look human. He just looks like kind of a middle-aged guy, maybe in his 40s. And as you approach, he kind of has this like, he just opens his arms, gives you like a calm look, and he just says, oh, welcome.
I want to open my arms and give him a hug.
And he like kind of just keeps his arms open, and the rest of you kind of see him smile and close his eyes and rest his head on Buru's shoulder. And he says, welcome, my new friend, and your friends as well in the back.
What the fuck?
Yep.
I'll start to get out of the vehicle with.
We've
Yeah,
got
I'm
a-
getting out of the vehicle, but
We've
I'm
got a
like,
special group. There's a blind man and an old guy. So, food? I smell something delicious.
Of course, that's my restaurant you smell. Is that what enticed you from way off in the distance? You could smell it?
Yes.
I thought so. Well, you're all welcome in, of course. We have food and shops and gifts and a spa, a restaurant. Really anything your heart could wish for. If you need a haircut, which, if you'll forgive me, it looks like you may. A shave, a bath.
I'm gonna get.
Anything.
So when he says bath, I'm gonna get PTSD, and I'm gonna insight check what he's saying.
Go ahead, roll your insight check. Yeah, I mean, he's super like comforting. Like you feel good. You feel good
Okay.
about. Like he's speaking of all these luxuries that like they seem so foreign. Like your bones like are screaming out for this kind of stuff.
weird place to settle your business.
Well, we don't just settle here. We settle there and everywhere. We go where those need a little bit of pleasure in their lives.
Oh, we all do. And I'm just gonna like wave over to the group, and I'm gonna yell to Silas, "Help the old man and the blind man! Come on!"
I think we're already. If Yoel's talking to this guy, then we're already there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've got Bassett with me.
Yeah, have the old man help the blind man.
Oh, an interesting looking group amongst you all. So many different creatures.
And if
Well-
you don't mind me asking, what kind of creature are you?
I, if you must know, am a Rakshasa.
See?
And all of you, I think I can pin you and you. But you two, and he points to Yol and Buru at first. He says, but you two, you seem quite off, just like me.
Do I know what a Rakshasa is?
Yeah, Yoel's kind of off.
Go ahead and give me a nature check.
12?
A 12? Yeah, they're kind of like shapeshifters in a way, but they're typically pretty, they have a pretty calm demeanor, a calm nature. They can be quite ferocious, but for the most part, they're like a humanoid shapeshifter. And they have a little bit of magic that you know of.
Are you alone in your establishment here?
No, they're just in their shops, all of them. You can see behind me here. And you do see like a little bit of rustling in some of the tent sides, but for the most part, your vision's kind of blocked from the tents that are closer to the front. You do catch a couple of people moving, though, in the back. In fact, there are many of us. If you'd like to join, take a look inside.
Dude.
Though, there is a stipulation. And he just looks at you all.
Which is?
You pay your bills, or you just work for me.
And what currency do you accept?
You'll find that this is the one place that we accept all currencies.
What do you mean by pay your bills? You mean pay
Well,
for what you trade? Pay for what you barter?
Well, you see, you can open a tab, and we'll take you at your word. But if you don't pay, we'll have some problems. So just pay, and you'll be fine.
More contracts. I like this place.
Not a contract. It's just business.
Oh, forgive us, but my name is Buru, and this is Gantash. Yol, and that's everybody. What is your name?
My name is Mahadi.
Mahadi.
Mahadi the Rakshasa.
And also, your young friend was right. You don't get to go in, unfortunately, unless you sign. It's very simple.
Oh, no.
Oh, don't be afraid. You just sign that says you'll pay your bills, and if not, I get your soul. Just pay your bills.
There's no funny business in here. Like it doesn't cost something. You know, you're not switching it up on us.
Check
No,
the
no.
price. before
Here,
you...
I'll let you all read it for yourselves. And he just like kind of whips out his hand and just 4 scrolls just pile down out, and he just kind of holds them out in front of you. And it really is just a very simple outline. It just says that anything that is purchased or traded at the Wandering Emporium will be paid in full before leaving.
Oh.
Or your soul is forfeit.
I want to go next to Silas to put my arm around him and then grip his shoulder really hard and whisper to him, you have to pay for the things you trade for legitimately. Yeah? And I'm gonna slap his back.
You don't think I know that?
Just checking.
I'm gonna... Sorry, go ahead.
No.
I'm gonna slink behind this interaction.
Mm-hmm.
And walk up behind Yol and put my arm on his back and link with him.
Slap.
And I'll say, I just realized this is the demi-plane Smiler was talking about. This is Mahadi. He spoke of him.
You have a much better memory than I do.
I'm old, but
Yep.
I think this guy
And I'm
might
not
be
one to pay
legit.
attention. What?
I think Smiler.
I still don't really understand what a demi-plane is.
That means we could, if we're not cautious, end up out of Avernus.
Should tell somebody else that.
And I'll turn to Mahadi. And I'll say, if we enter your shops, do we get guaranteed passage back to this plane?
Oh, yes. You just make sure to walk out the front door and not the back.
What's at the back?
It
Can I
seems
insight check that?
straightforward.
Can I insight? I want to insight check that, baby. What you tell you lying, baby? What you saying, girl?
Oh, I remember what Smiler said now.
That's a 12 plus 9. Let me know what's up.
12 plus 9.
Let me know.
Peace.
Yeah, I mean, he
Huh?
seems like he's super charismatic. He's, he's answering your questions. He seems legit.
And I want to ask him right away, what's at the back door?
If you leave out the back, you'll end up, well, let me think about that. You'll end up likely somewhere along the Sword Coast. I forget where we parked up there, but it's somewhere on the Sword Coast.
Sword Coast is on the material plane.
Yeah.
That's right. That's where it's literally the whole coast. Yeah.
And this contract, it's not manufactured by an imp, is it?
No. I have a direct link to the greatest power down here, and I make all these deals on my own.
What do you mean by that greatest power?
Well, you'll notice I'm not exactly a devil, and devils are the only one who can do this, and he's like waving the, like disappearing and reappearing the scrolls. So I have to get my powers from somewhere. And that somewhere is the big man downstairs. But don't be afraid of that. I also have his authority to see to it that everybody has a great time, great food, great music. Just
Big man.
the best this plane has to offer.
I'm gonna innocently say, isn't a she?
No. I don't think so.
Ah. Starts with an A, right? Just not.
You've been down here a little bit.
I see. And I'm gonna whisper to Silas, see that? Don't pay and you gotta deal with Asmodeus. And I'm gonna slap his back again.
I like you.
Why?
He seems fun.
I am.
Looks can be deceiving.
We are strange autonomous party.
Oh, that's our party name right there.
Sap.
I will be waiting outside for my group to conduct their affairs. I will not be signing this contract.
But there's a bath.
I'm fine. I'm old.
Do you have any
Yeah, you smell
thing to do with Torm in there?
Well, there's not exactly.
No.
But
I'm just trying to get him inside.
look, my friend. And he goes right up to Gantash. He just kind of like bows before you, says, I know that you're a priest of some kind. And that's okay. That doesn't mean you can't indulge a little in what we have to offer. Taste the best food Avernus has to offer. See our craftsmanship firsthand.
I just gotta butt in here. The whole taste the best food thing is setting a bar real low.
I understand.
We're just a little apprehensive of the whole contracts thing. You know how it can get a little muddy down here.
I already have one. That's one plenty.
How's about this?
Any?
One of you can sign for him. If he doesn't pay his debts, your soul is forfeit. The same for if you don't pay your own. That way, his soul is protected, and you can all enjoy.
Can he just go in without signing the contract and not buy anything?
No. Can you get into any royal parties without some sort of invitation or cover charge?
Usually you can get in if you give the doorman a little extra something, and I'll jingle my purse.
There's a cover.
And how much is that something?
I just don't like contracts. You know, they're binding, and then you never know when it's going to come bite you in the ass.
Oh, you want
What if
two
I
of
just-
you? For no contracts.
Well, merely suggesting, why don't I pay up front? Regardless of whether I buy anything inside, I'm paying even just to go in.
Okay. How's about this? Will you be paying in gold or soul coins?
No soul coins.
I don't even have any gold.
Well, what will you be paying with?
Gold.
Oh, gold.
I said, no, I don't even have any in reference to soul coins.
Oh, I see.
It's not really my style.
All right. These two can sign, and you two cannot sign, I'll just take a holding fee of 500 gold. And when you're finished, we'll pay your bills, and I'll keep 10 for myself. For the hassle, of course.
I'm just gonna point at my nose and say, "That's it, Silas. Good luck."
Point at your nose.
Said I'm not gonna do it. I'm hinting that I'm not gonna sign for them. And sorry, I'm eating, guys.
Okay. I'll hold it. It'll let you two in. And the fee is only $10. You'll get more than a bargain. Sorry, 10 gold. Jesus, what am I saying? 10 gold. Of the 500, which you can use, of course, to run up your tab.
Do I settle my tab with you or the people inside?
You'll settle it with me.
Ah, I see. Well, the issue is I don't have 500 gold.
Come on, guys, loosen up.
Is it 500 for the both of them or 500 each?
For the both.
How much gold do you have, Yul? I can spare you some.
Well,
Actually, Brew, don't
one.
you have like 1,000?
I'm just gonna start coughing like crazy.
Silas, the first rule of having money is to not tell the people trying to take your money that you have money.
I didn't say how much.
We're good on the gold. Besides, I'm gonna put my hand on Yul. This man always pays his debts. Out of all of us.
I'll hold up my thumbless hand.
And I'll raise the chain.
I'll hand him the 500 gold.
You have all 500?
Yep. I'm not gonna tell you
Okay.
how much I have left. Tell
Okay.
you that much, but I took it
Bro,
out.
You playing WoW?
I took it out.
He's been on the auction house. We've been doing one-on-one sessions. Perfect. Now, if two of you will sign, I have this for the other two, and you can trust me. I've been doing this for as long as probably you've all been alive.
I want to talk to Gargoth before I do this.
Okay?
I want to talk to him and be like, this whole time, is this a good idea? I mean, technically you own my soul right now.
Yeah. This is Mahadi. Just don't screw around and you'll be fine. Don't do anything stupid, because he genuinely has a direct connection to Asmodeus. Mahadi's like his eyes and ears on Avernus, but he's also a respectable business person.
All right. Got it. I'm gonna sign it.
And one more.
And I'll grab the pen or whatever and be like, is there like a contract limit? Like, how many am I allowed to have?
No, just if your soul goes to more than one contract, you'll rip your soul into pieces.
Sounds great.
Which I imagine would be a bummer for both him and the people who have
Want my
just
soul.
contractually acquired their soul.
You'd be surprised. It's a lot worse for the person whose soul gets ripped apart.
That doesn't surprise me.
Before I sign, I just want to look him in the eyes and say no tricks.
You know tricks.
No, like no tricks isn't like No tricks before I sign?
No tricks. There's barely 30 words.
Tricks
I
are
meant
for
no
kids,
no
and I'm-
tricks inside.
Tricks
Not
for
with the
kids. and
contract.
He's a grown man now. No tricks.
No. You'll enjoy yourselves. Just
Can I insight check him?
you've been in Avernus too long. Your guard is so high, you mortals. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna while he's
It's
doing
been
this,
pretty rough down here.
I'm gonna shift my position over to Bazit.
Okay.
I'll look at him and I'll think to him. I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'm gonna think to them. You all right to stay outside for a bit, unless you want to forfeit your soul here too.
Sure. I'll stay in the grinder.
And I'll just start walking him back. I'll walk him to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna see them leaving. Guys, is there anything you want? Actually, do you have any money?
If I can't remember if I did, but not anymore. I got dunked a few times. It's probably part of Shumrath now.
Shumrath is rich.
Is there anything you're looking for, Bazit? Free thing.
If one of them is willing to make a trade for a pair of eyes, that would be great.
Okay. New eyes or something to help your eyes?
Whichever.
Okay. I got it. I'll remember that.
You're about to say I'll keep my eyes out.
I was about to.
For me?
I'll just walk him to the demon grinder and insight check. Back to the insight check.
Oh yeah. You were insight checking the no tricks
No
thing.
tricks inside, not the contract. Inside
Yeah.
the carnival, if you will.
Yeah, so his response basically being like, let your guard down, it's okay. And you kind of feel like maybe you can start to trust this guy. Like his gaze just seems soft and he lets your guard down a little bit.
I like how this whole interaction started with a hug, and now we're like, wait a second, but are you a bad guy?
The actions of one player do not reflect the actions of many.
I'll sign.
Desperate.
I'll sign.
Please
Okay.
brew with.
My friends, welcome.
This will be my last contract.
Enjoy yourselves. We'll see about that. Enjoy yourselves, and take one of these with you. And he pulls out a menu written in Infernal, and he goes, "Oh, sorry," and he just kind of waves his hand over them, and he turns them all into Common. Everyone reads Common, right?
Everyone.
Yep.
I'm still with Bazit. I'm gonna take it real slow on purpose.
Okay. Okay. So he hands you menus for the restaurant that's inside. And I think I've got it, actually. I hope I do. I don't, unfortunately. So I can just read it off to you. But before I do that, what you see in front of you basically is an assortment of tents. Once you're inside the archway, you actually realize that this place kind of opens up quite a bit. The demon grinders are along the outside, almost look like it feels a little eerie, like they're a lot bigger than what they look like from the outside, like some sort of enlarging magic has been cast on them. But also there's a lot of open space in here, a lot of tents fill the center of this area, a lot of booths on the outside. Some of the tents are actually quite large, circular tents, all of which have at least one strange looking creature standing on the outside of it. You can clearly see that one of the larger tents right in the center at the back is this large white pointed tent, and you can see that there is just a couple of random looking creatures. There's an imp sitting on one stool. There's a weird looking devil that you've never seen before. You just know it's a devil based on like the wing structure that's kind of wrapped around its body. And then there's just a human sitting there, kind of all chatting with each other on these stools. And you see this is clearly a bar. Off to your left side, there's this kind of royal red tent that you can just tell there's like towels hanging out on the front. These like perfect, pristine white linen towels. And then off to the other side, the kind of larger tent that's over there too is just there are two like large orange salamander looking creatures just working away at a forge, just hammering on things amongst some other tents as well.
Orange salamander creatures.
Yes.
Have I ever seen a creature like this before?
That is a good question. You I just want to make sure whether you have or not. You have not.
Bummer.
They're like almost like lava bright orange. Like it's very compelling. So where would you guys like to go?
For Gantesh to come back? Or are you doing something?
Oh yeah, sorry. What's Gantesh doing?
If the party goes in to the market, I'd like to speak with Mahadi before I enter.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, unless you guys want to wait outside for him, it's up to you.
I think we would have maybe stepped in a little bit. At least I would have.
Let's just say
I already
for the
signed.
sake of moving this
Sure.
thing forward, I've stepped
Sure.
in.
All right. Okay. Gantash.
So I'll return back to Mahadi. Say just a few questions for you before I step inside.
Of course. I'm here to entertain.
I'm truly here for information.
Yes?
I have a big desire for things. I see my age is near the end.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of you before.
I'm so glad.
Who was Smiler when you met him?
He was a little lost. But he was curious enough. And he found himself down here. Just on his own accord. I will say, because you were so bold to finally let down your guard, I'll tell you that he had a following before he came here, if you know what I mean.
On a material plane?
No. From the Fae.
He was of royalty.
He was a little bit more than that.
He was a king?
Oh, you're so cute. And he just like touches you on the nose. Very cute. Is there anything else I can help you with?
What was his name?
Oh, I've forgotten it in time, if I'm being truthful. Plus, Smiler fits him, don't you think?
No. It's not my face. My next question. My party is looking for someone. I'm certain we won't find them in your tent. So this is but a pit stop. You know where we might find Elanthius?
Given where you were headed, I think you already know. Don't think I didn't see you over there. Stopped, considering whether or not we would be trustworthy. You know where you're going more than you think you do, it seems.
Don't know exactly where he is. We have a rough idea. It'd be helpful if we knew exactly.
Well, when you're finished here, assuming you pay your debts, of course, continue the way you were going. That Elanthius, always for glory with him. You'll find him.
Oh, glory. He didn't have quite the glorious end, so what does that mean?
That's just his nature.
And,
While this is happening.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, yeah, keep going. But I don't want to do something while this is happening.
Lastly, what would your comfort level be sharing a bit of information about Lilia?
Not very high at the moment. Why don't you just enjoy yourself? And we can talk later.
I think you know I can't do that.
Then you can watch your friends enjoy themselves. I don't care. Indulge, priest.
You're quite strange, Mahadi.
I'm so glad you noticed.
Before I step away, just out of blatant curiosity, he just really stares at Mahadi. And he grabs the thumb.
Oh, fuck. Dude, this went 180 into the sky, loop-de-loop.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Whoa!
Dude, out of character, you grabbed an abyssal item in front of a guy who's working with Asmodeus.
18.
8.
Oh, God.
He slaps you across the face as you go to reach for it. And it just like kind of stuns you for a second. He just kind of like goes back to smoothing his beard, straightening out his headband. I'm sorry. Don't do that. Not here. Indulge, priest. Indulge.
I'm gonna read thoughts.
Okay. What do I gotta do?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Okay. That is a 21.
He passes.
Is there any side effect?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him like a smell to fart, like just the crunchiest look. It's like just slapped an old man, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say anything to him, and I'm just gonna walk past him. I'm just gonna like give him the look, 90-degree my body, and then just with my staff walk forward into the market and not say anything to him.
The rest of the crew, Buru, you said you wanted to do something.
Sleight of hand, grab Silas's purse
I don't have a purse.
or his coin, whatever his coin. I want to. Yeah, just trust me.
You're trying to jack his.
I'm just gonna grab it. I'm just trying to grab it from him.
I have 40 pounds
Okay.
of coin.
So you see this like massive bulge sticking off the side of him. Silas, I'm going to go ahead and say some of your money's in your backpack. I'm going to say that probably only like a quarter of it is hanging from your hip. If the case is that you've got 40 pounds worth of coins. So go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check, and it'll contest by the perception check of Silas. Okay. And what's your passive perception?
11.
Okay. Okay. Buru jacks your coin purse with a quarter of your money in it.
Okay, okay, hold on. There's a reason for doing this. I'm gonna hold it in my hand, tight, like firmly. And Silas,
Hold my bulge firmly.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
All right.
How much do you have? Honestly.
Roughly 400 gold.
Can I insight check that?
I'm telling the truth. If you want to, I guess you can.
Yeah, that's not really
Okay,
how an
fine.
inside check
Yeah.
works. That's not how that works, Lemon.
I'll say
bro.
he, like,
Wait,
shows you the
inside
400
check.
gold.
You can inside check me.
Well, it doesn't matter now. It's not.
It's not
It doesn't-
exactly
it doesn't
400.
matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's not how that works though for future.
Oh, well.
Okay. Buru.
Actually, let me reiterate that question. Total amount of currency. Don't lie to me saying you have 1,000 platinum. I just want to know.
I have roughly around 400 gold.
Including your platinum.
I'm adding it together as best as I can.
Okay, fine. I toss it back to him.
You can
So-
inside check me.
No, I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna move on.
So you guys have in front of you, you know there's a restaurant here somewhere. He mentioned a spa, which you kind of seem to know where it is. There's a forge that you see, and you see at the back, you see basically what looks like a bar. Different
Are
kind of
there
creatures milling about.
Are there any customers here? Like anybody who's doesn't look like they're like manning a stall?
Yep. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. There's probably, just from what you can just briefly scout around, there's probably like 10 or 12 walking around. There's 3 sitting at the bar right now, 2 of which are devils. Just a kind of mishmash of different creatures. There's a dwarf that you see. There's a couple of like very dark-skinned elves that you see, likely drow. Yeah, just a good mixture of people. Is there any one in particular you're looking for?
Nope. Just seeing what kind of crowd is attracted to a traveling Medina.
Okay. And if you guys are just kind of milling about, all the vendors you can see, like they're kind of giving you like those like classic, like, you know, come on. Some of them are like a little bit twitchy, so it looks like they're like winking at you.
Sexy
You can't tell
eyes.
if they're winking or just like looking at you, and they're just like, you know, kind of waving you from a distance.
Before we move on, I'll be like, wait, Buru, I might actually have more. I'm gonna use my last charge.
What
Jesus.
the heck is
Oh,
this?
you're gonna pull something out.
Yeah.
Okay, roll a d100. Oh, now you're showing the whole thing.
Oh, sorry. I should.
Get that
Yeah,
outta
delete
here.
that. Delete it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Please don't pull a boat out.
It's definitely gonna be a boat. 36.
Oh no!
What did you do?
Ha.
A window.
Perfect. So Silas reaches into his pocket, and you just see the look come across his face, and he just starts pulling out the first, second, third rung of this wooden ladder. And
No way.
slowly just pulls it out, and it's a 24-foot ladder.
Silas,
So
that
good.
that was like hours ago.
You gonna pay for that?
What do you mean pay for
I have a
it?
feeling we're not gonna be allowed. You're not gonna be allowed to leave without just
It's-
leave
it's-
it all willy nilly.
Give it to Mahadi. Be like, this is a gift. Get rid of it.
I'm just gonna lean it up against something right now.
We're in a market.
It's like those YouTube videos where like you just wear a supervisor vest and you walk into a movie theater with like a with a ladder. Yeah, I hear there's like, you know, Mahdi said he needs, you know,
I'm changing a light.
changing a light bulb or something, you know.
Wow. I guess not, Buru. Sorry. Actually,
I don't think I've ever seen someone use a row of useful items in a less useful way.
It's
Actually,
so
I
good.
want a perception check. Our surroundings to see if anyone noticed what Silas just did.
Oh yeah, you don't have to perception check. There's a bunch of people. They're like the ones that were like looking at you, waving at you. They just kind of like froze in place, and they're like,
Whoever's giving that look, I'm gonna look and go like, I don't fucking know either, and then I'm gonna go up to the bar.
okay. So at the bar, let me just make sure I've got this right here.
God damn it, Silas. That's so funny.
So at the bar, there is a very portly, looking dwarf that's got kind of like a almost like a scar that seems to be like a glowing red, almost like it was like a fresh burning wound, but it just kind of streaks across his face, down his nose, and across his cheek. And he goes, new customer. Oh, I haven't seen something like you in maybe 6-7 years. Welcome. I take it a beer.
How much?
You forgive if you're not used to the prices, but it's gonna be 5 silver per pint. It's pricey, but where else are you gonna get it?
You've got a great point.
I'm gonna step forward.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll do 2.
give him the best you got. But can you tell me the price before you pour it?
And he looks back, and there's just one, like one barrel, and he goes, coming up, the best one. And he goes down and he grabs just 2.
Wait, how much
steins.
though?
5 silver.
Yeah.
There's only one keg.
Oh, there's only one. Okay.
I don't want anything from behind that bar that's not coming out of something that I can see.
It's all here. We got some good stuff in the back, but it's gonna take a minute. I can have my wench make it up for you.
Two of whatever's in that keg that I can see. Thank you.
Okay. And he just kind of goes and fills up the 2 steins and plops them down, and it looks fresh. It looks good. It's bubbling. It's.
How did the tabs work here, friend?
Don't pay me. Don't pay anyone. Just you're gonna pay the man at the front.
But do I have to keep track?
Okay.
Yeah, but here, I'll give you one of these counters, and he tosses you over. Basically, it's just like this wooden chip that has like 1 gold on it.
Wait,
Like
what?
1 gold carved into it. It's just a wooden chip.
1 gold.
It's a tally.
It's a tally.
It's
Why is
basically
it
a
1
poker
gold?
chip.
Because
It's 5 silver
or
per pint, and there's 2 pints. Makes it 1
10
gold.
silver is 1 gold.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
I didn't
We're
know.
getting
that
skamazed!
So from behind, so you can see too. Just to describe a little better, there's this large single keg that's probably like 3 times the height of this dwarf, and then there are just 2 red curtains off to either side of it that just kind of block off vision from the back. You can hear a little bit of movement happening back there, a couple of things being shuffled around, likely just some steins or something like that being cleaned up. And that's the whole basic layout of this thing.
Can I walk with this, or do I have to drink this here?
No, you can walk. Just bring that back when you're done.
Of course. It's a long drive here. I just could stretch my legs a bit.
Actually, how much for the 2 steins?
1 gold.
The cups themselves.
Oh, you want to buy the steins?
Just so there's less of a trouble.
Look, those don't come around very often, but I'm not gonna turn down a soul coin.
I have no idea what that is. And I'm gonna say no.
All right, bring them back then. If you change your mind, you find a soul coin. Actually, we got a currency exchange right over there if you need anything like that. And he just points to this like small orange tent just kind of parked up near the front.
I think
Duly
gold will
noted.
do us just fine. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, suit yourselves.
Okay. Food? I'm gonna rub my hands together.
You take this, and I'll hand you the other beer. You go get a bite to eat. I'm gonna go talk to these weird lizard guys.
What about Silas?
What about?
Yeah, I hear he loves.
Actually, wait. Oh, Gantash didn't come in, right? That's right.
Frank, you let me know when would feel like the right time.
Oh, you're in. You're in. 100%.
Well, I'm gonna go look for food, but I'm gonna point right at Silas's face. Someone needs to watch this one. I've been through enough. Upper city, bats, haggling, wizards, shops. Someone's gonna watch him.
I can take care of
Silas,
myself. What?
I'm like struggling to understand how everyone's positioned because I know Yol went to the bar, but nobody else said that they were gonna follow.
No,
him.
we were-
He was with me at the bar.
I'm with them.
Alice,
We're
where
all
are you
kind
at?
of in a group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you stuck with him. Okay.
I'm kind of like, I'm not at the bar, but I'm in the area, so I can hear them. Yeah.
Okay.
Up to anybody. I'm about to break off as Yol does. You don't
As
have to
Yol
listen to my
does.
call.
I'm about to wander too.
I sent you the menu, by the way, and the D&D links in this.
Hey, you got your food menu.
What the hell?
You don't like that?
Pickled vine blight
Blight
salad,
salad.
pan-fried myconid cap with garlic butter, spicy shredded sturge sliders,
Oh,
mains, broiled quippers served in a port reduction, roasted wereboar seasoned liberally with pepper and paprika. That's a terrible dinner. Seasoned liberally? That's a terrible descriptor. Twice battered axe beak strips with a brandied plum sauce. Deep fried miniature giant space hamster seasoned to perfection with rosemary, basil, thyme,
what-
and tears.
what Brew's getting.
Oh hell yeah!
And for dessert, it's candied face spider eyes in a raspberry liqueur reduction, sweet apple tart with a celestial caramel drizzle, and
Oh.
rare
Whoa.
miniature stench cow.
That's Gantt.
Sorry, rare miniature stench cow cheese selection.
Whoa! Wait, I can't have that.
Yeah, you're the stench cow.
Cannibalism.
That's not how cannibalism works, dude. That's like saying drinking breast milk is cannibalism.
You guys have fought two things on that menu, actually. Funny.
One of my
Yeah.
udders is gonna tingle a little bit. I'm kidding. I retcon that. I just.
Casually
So-
retcon true being a pervert.
Just to be clear, Buru, you're saying you want to go to the
rest. I'm looking for food. Yeah.
okay. And
Wherever the
Gantash,
smell takes me.
I'll say that Gantash, if you wanted to join them after they grab their drinks, that's fine.
No, I'd like to just stand near the front. When I enter,
Okay.
I don't really go up to the bar. I just kind of stand and I look at all the different stalls, just kind of observing from.
Okay.
You don't want to lose sight of the front.
Oh my god, Gantash is like that lost old person you see at the mall sometimes. Oh boy.
Okay.
Where's
So you're just parked. So Buru, you're going to the restaurant?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there is a large central tent, and it's just this kind of like not so great looking exterior. It's like just a brown tarp tent. Pretty wide though. Looks like it's probably about 20 feet across, and just a front little flap entrance. Nobody really there to beckon you in, but you can smell the smells coming out of the tent, and you can see through a little crease that there's some seating inside.
I'm not gonna sit down. I'm just gonna go to look for help, like some service.
So you're stepping in the tent.
Service, please.
When you step in the tent, you can see this thing opens up to clearly some sort of trickery.
Ah?
The outside of the tent looked like it was about 20 feet across. The inside looks like it's probably 200 feet across. Tons and tons of tables. It's like a giant banquet hall. The floor is also not the same outside. It was just the dirt, like the Avernus sands. Inside, it's like these beautiful rugs covering basically every square inch in these just beautiful round tables. And inside here, you can see there's probably 40 people mingling about, eating at their different tables, indulging in the different foods. Tons of just waiters and waitresses, all looking like they are these just tall, slender, well-dressed elves with a little bit of kind of extra crisp points to their eyebrows and to their ears, and they all walk like chin up regally around the room. One of them walks up to greet you and just, "Oh, welcome. Would you like a seat?"
I'm gonna just put 2 fingers up.
"Oh, two for yourself and a friend. Do you have your friend?"
Yeah, it's on my back. And I'm gonna slap the shield.
To each their own. Follow me, and he leads you into the room a bit. We are going to take a little bit of a break there, though. I'm going to go grab some water and stuff, and we'll take a break.
This could be interesting.
Legs.
All by myself. I wanna be all by myself. I wanna be. I don't need to take a break. I don't need to take a break.
You not like it?
Hmm.
You somehow avoided signing a contract.
I'm not signing another one ever again.
Well, you didn't sign it. I signed it for you, definitely, for
No,
sure.
no, we paid. Me and Yul paid. It was $250 each. That's what the 500 was for.
That's what I paid.
Yeah, but you're gonna get your money back.
But I thought no, I signed for 2 people.
Oh, you signed for yourself when Silas signed for himself.
But you didn't sign anything.
Yeah, because we paid. You mean you paid, but we paid. He's holding the 500 gold, and when we get out, he's gonna give us 480 back. It's 10 gold per person. He's holding 500 in escrow.
Oh, to instead of signing?
Yeah.
Might have to.
You're gonna get your money
that
back.
one out.
You're gonna get your money back.
Interesting.
That's our tab. 500 G's is our tab. 10 G entrance fee. So when we get out, he's gonna charge 20 gold off of your holding fee.
Fuck.
I got a message I would like to respond to.
What are you laughing at?
It's on a need to know basis, Lemon. It's on a need
Oh,
to know
don't
basis.
even. Just. Was it your girl?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh shit!
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What do you mean, whoa?
Guys.
Just asking.
Yes, it was. If you had
You
to
can
know,
be subtle.
if you had to know, it was.
There you go. I don't have to know. I was just asking.
You should probably watch right now.
He is watching right now. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say,
That's what.
hi,
That's
Yana.
what she's laughing at. She's laughing at you or me, True.
Hi, Yana.
Hello, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Yana.
Hi, Yana.
There we go. Attaboy.
Don't worry, he has 2 wives.
Didn't you say?
And a girlfriend.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I forgot we were live.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
yeah, you have nothing to worry.
Interesting predecessor to that sentence. Yeah, don't worry. If he could get married 2 times,
What do you mean two?
You have 2 wives.
if you had 2
Oh
wives, you
yeah,
gotta get
yeah.
married 2 times.
I'm Mormon, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. The only way you're allowed to have more than 2 wives is if you're Mormon. That's a fact. There's literally only one possibility.
or polyamorous.
Yes, which
Right?
is not.
You guys navigate through conversations in such fascinating
Yeah,
ways.
because Lemon says these things that he thinks are the same but are so not, and I am trying to figure out whether it's a joke or if I should even
Wait,
try to figure out how to react. Like, so
I don't think it was a joke.
you're
serious this whole
equating
time.
polyamory and Mormonism, one of them being a lifestyle, one of them being a religion. Now, religions are lifestyles, but lifestyles are not religions. Like, you're equating the two. I was like, those are the only 2 ways. You're either this or you're that, and that's why you're allowed to have 2 wives. It's like,
All right, Lemon. What kind of
not-
creature is Mahadi? Go.
Shapeshifter.
of sorts, yeah.
Nope. What was the name?
I don't know.
Bro,
I didn't. It wasn't my insight check. You
No.
it's not
There
even
wasn't
an
an
insight check. Bro, Lemon.
Why
That
don't
brain
I
of yours,
even
yo.
know?
Yo, that Pepsi's
It's not
just
a brain. I just didn't write it
Okay,
down.
the guy at the gate. What's his name?
You just told me.
Did I?
Bro, then say it. Then say his name. That's the question. Say his name. Fucking just say his name. Say his name.
What's his name?
Muhammad.
Yo. Frank, you missed the most lemon fucking moment on the planet.
I
You
got it.
missed
now.
the fucking most lemon moment. True said, or no, Crepe said, I forget who. What type of creature is the guy
It
at the
was
gate?
true.
It was the guy at the gate, and he
I said his name.
No.
too.
He said Mahadi. He
I'm
said,
like,
what
yo.
kind of creature is this guy?
Yeah, he said, what kind of creature is Mahadi? And he's like, I don't know. And he's like, okay, what's his name? And Lemon just looked. He just looked, and this fucking guy said Muhammad.
Oh,
And I
no,
spit
no,
my
no,
drink.
no.
I spit my drink out.
I said,
That all happened in 30 seconds, Frank. I said the name and asked for the name.
I said Muhammad, not Muhammad.
Oh my
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Oh God. Okay, we're back. Oh
I
God.
wrote it down.
Oh God.
Name 2 Phantom.
I just need about 60 seconds more.
Uh,
I was even just thinking, I was like, bro, I bet Yana even knows that his name was Mahadi.
bro, I
Oh,
have bad
fuck.
memory. I don't know. What to
Oh
tell you.
fuck, that's the next level shit, brother. I'm sorry. Holy shit, Lemon.
I didn't say Muhammad. I said Muhammad. Okay.
No, yeah, go ahead. I'm clipping that later.
Holy.
It was close. I don't know what you expect from me at this point.
Expect it's the same session. You said his name
I
like
said
50 times.
Oh, also, are we back live or no?
We've been live this whole time.
Lovely.
Like we're okay. Well, okay. I thought there was a break screen. I'll say after session then.
Uh-oh. What did I...
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Come on.
Oh, you get... Oh. I have an idea.
I'll save my comments until after the session is over.
Okay. All right. Friends. You ready to let her rip?
Rip.
Okay. So Buru, you get led into this restaurant, and again, it opens up into this massive hall. The primary feature of which are a bunch of people, you know, seated at their tables, the waiters and waitresses, and the one who is leading you and your friend on your back over to a table. He seats you down, and he says, "Your server will be with you," and he promptly walks away.
Okay.
After not too much time, a new elf-like creature walks up. This one, looking more female, comes up to you and just... Have you already selected your desired food for you? And I was told your friend here.
I have a question, actually. Am I able to take the food with me?
I don't see why not.
All right. Awesome. I'm gonna be ordering a lot.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. What can I... well, are you starting with anything, or are you just having it all at once?
Actually, if I were to order one of everything, 10 items, correct? On your menu? Or is there more I don't know about?
Well, you'll be having tea and coffee as well?
Sure.
Then... Yes. 12 then. 1 tea, 1 coffee, and the rest.
And how much would that cost me for one of everything?
Well... Depends on how you'll be paying. It's either 2
Gold.
soul coins. Oh, gold. Then it will be 25 gold.
For everything.
That's right. I can have it delivered out to you if you don't wish to sit by yourself.
Give me 7 of everything. Packed.
Packed.
Yep.
Like...
I'm gonna be taking it with me. You don't have to make it pretty. Just food for the journey, you know?
And she kind of gives you like a are you sure kind of look, and just...
Yep.
As you'll have it. Then... Shit, I need to do that. Shit's on that. Was that 175?
175 gold.
Yeah.
7 times 25, yeah.
Yeah. All right, you can square everything up with Mahadi. And she just
I'll
slides you a chip with 125.
I'll tip her 15.
So you like take out gold and put it on the table?
Yep.
And she just kind of pauses and looks down, and then just looks back up at you silently and just shakes her head.
You'll be able to find me if I just go on about? I mean, I guess I am the only Minotaur here, maybe.
And she says, yes, we'll find you for your food, but just please, and she points to the gold you put down, and she just shakes her head again. She like looks around and just shakes her head.
Wait, sorry, one more time?
So she says she'll find you for the food, and then she looks down at the gold and looks up at you and just shakes her head.
Ah. Now, if I tell Mahadi to give this to you. Will you get it?
And she just says, "We will find you for your food. Have a lovely meal."
That is bizarre. Okay. And I'm just gonna actually get back up and actually I want to look around this giant banquet.
Sure.
Do I see anything that doesn't like I don't know, what do I see? Do I see anything that in particular that just stands out?
So the walls and the ceiling, they're basically like the same material as the tarp of the tent that's on the outside, but it's all white on the inside. And just these beautiful rugs laid out with it's like literally the thing that doesn't stand out is the whole place. Like it's so out of place from anything you've seen down here. It's probably, like, you have to assume it's like probably the nicest looking room in the entire Nine Hells.
Okay. And at that, I guess I'm gonna just stand outside the restaurant.
Okay. Yol, did you want to head off to the forge there?
Yeah.
Okay. So as soon as you approach, this is one of the areas that it does have one of the kind of bigger tents that stands out, and just you can see slowly starting to rise from the center of the tent this kind of spout. There's a little almost like tin spout coming out of the center of the top of the tent, and you can start seeing a little puffs of smoke start to emerge from the center of the tent. All assortment of weapon racks and armor racks line the inside of this tent. They seem to be organized by size, and weapons on the one side, armor on the other, gauntlets, boots, chest armor, basically like helmets, anything you could feasibly conceive that you could stack on your body for armor, they've got it. Any type of weaponry you can see there as well. Anything from a trident to a friggin' dagger.
I like how that's your binary.
Yeah, well, what's a lance maybe on the high end?
I want to go up to the blacksmiths, I guess.
Okay.
More or less directly. Like, so is it like sort of like an open zone, or is it like they're working and there's a counter and there's a bunch of shit?
Yep, there's a counter up front, and it's just like a big open workspace in the middle with a forge right in the center, which you can
I want to get basically as close as I can to the people working, like within a safe distance.
Sure.
And I just want to be like, hello, hi, hi.
And you can see they are literally just these like 6 foot tall salamanders that just they stand on 2 feet while they work, but then as they move they just like drop to all fours, slink, and then stand back up again. So one of them just comes right up, just slinks right up to the counter and just goes, "Hi, welcome to the forge. Anything in particular that you're searching for?"
Huh. Weird. Sips. I was looking for maybe a little advice. Actually, I have a little metalworking project on the go, and well, it's not going very well, and I thought maybe consulting a professional might help.
Of course, anything to do with metal, we can help.
Well, you see, I've got a machine, like a 4-wheeled machine that well, it got pretty badly fucked up.
As they do.
And I'm not exactly doing a great job unfucking it.
Okay.
Do you
we
have
offer a
any-
service.
Oh, body shop?
Yes. And you kind of, as you're like close up to the counter now, you can even see there's like just laying on the ground, there's these like thick chunks of metal that you're like, okay, well, that probably came off of a machine.
I mean, I understand you'd have to see the machine to tell me how much, but do you have an estimate? It's not a big one. It's just a little two-seater.
The Tormentor. Are you parked in the back?
It is in the back, yeah.
I'll check it out for you. And he just slinks underneath the front kind of stand that you're at, and he just slinks his way out, like just speed light, just zips his way past Mahadi out the front gate. And you just see him kind of standing there, and like he just stands up for a second, kind of like reels back, and then looks back at you and slinks off towards the vehicle.
While he's inside, I want to talk to the other one. Because you said there are two, right?
There's three.
Oh, there's three. Okay, well, I want to talk to one of the other ones.
Okay.
You got any boots that would fit a clunker like me?
I could make something. I'll just rip these ones open and put them together again to fit you.
And then that would have me ask you, DM, turtles cannot wear armor due to their shells.
Correct.
They can wear helmets and they can hold shields, and I believe they can like have leg armor, just not like chest armor.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, and obviously barbs can't have any armor other than, or it can't wear heavy armor. Okay, yes, answers my question. Thank you.
Yeah. We can make that work.
Nothing too heavy, though. I need to be light on my feet. Well, ish.
I can keep the soles off the bottom. It'll make it easier on me. Think of it like a bracer, and he points to your bracer. And as he does, he kind of pauses and leans in. For your legs.
That would be great. Is something wrong?
It's like you have big boobs.
Are you looking to trade today or pay?
I'll like put my hand over one of the bracers and be like, I'm paying. We'll be paying.
Fine. It'll be 250 gold.
For the boots?
For the boots. Or 3 soul coins.
I don't have any soul coins. What about some of the other things I've got lying around? I found a couple of tools that might be handy, maybe even just for scrap metal, and I'll pull out the shovel, the miner's pick, and the crowbar. I'm not even sure what kind of metal it is.
And he kind of unravels it in its case and just... This could get you a discount. I'll bring the price down to 170. With the trade.
Well, I gotta see how much the body work is gonna cost on the car, you know. But I'll keep it in mind, absolutely. I'm not going anywhere.
Or I'll do a 1-for-1 trade for the bracers.
No. And you would do well to not suggest that again.
And you see his eyes dart towards Mahadi and his shoulders kind of curl up. Not a problem. And at this, the other one comes slinking back and he just... That's terrible. That is terrible. I could do minor repairs, get it up and running for 500. To get it back fully functional, 3,000.
Up and running. The thing runs as it is. I could get it running for fucking 12 cents.
Ready for battle.
Okay, well, how much is it worth to you in scrap? It's not exactly a beautiful piece of art, but it's a lot of material.
Give me
an
a
engine full too.
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Oh,
60.
yeah. 12.
Well, and they kind of both look at each other, shrug, and 800.
As in, they're offering me 800 for it?
Yes.
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm including almost a full tank of fuel and then all of the harpoons that go with it. Plus the spiked armor upgrade. I mean, that alone has got to be worth at least 400 or 500 gold. I don't know.
$9. And then the other one, the second one you were talking to, goes, kind of holds up a finger. He says, 7. But we get the tools and you get your boots.
You never did answer the question. What are these made of?
And he just kind of looks at it. He just shrugs. Metal.
I have a feeling you're not being entirely honest with me.
Well, welcome to hell.
Yeah, that's a great point. 800, I get the boots, and you get the tools. Deal?
And he holds out his hand and goes, 750.
I'll keep my hand out, not touching his, and I go, 800, I get the boots, and you get the tools.
Roll me one more persuasion check.
Oh!
Ooh.
Deal. And he just shakes it and kind of rolls his eyes. And he pulls out the gold and he says, it'll be finished within 30 minutes. And you see him just kind of plunk this just set of boots, these like metal boots off the wall, and he immediately just starts like cutting into the back of them. Takes your tools off the counter, sticks them in the back somewhere, and the other one goes to the back to, you assume, take the tormentor.
And shall I take the gold now or come and get it when I get my boots?
It's yours. And he just piles it all on the countertop. It's nice and kind of like banded together. in just like this paper wrapping and then banded on the outside.
It's like loony things, you know.
Yeah, it's
Like
it's like rolled coins
My God.
wrapped in like butcher paper.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, I appreciate that very much. Thank you so much. You know, it's pretty hard finding armor for a guy like with legs like me.
Yes, well, we'll make it work.
Okay, well, I'll be back later. Thank you so much.
Goodbye, friend. And he's just hammering away on just like shaping the back of these boots and carving out the soles. Okay. Silas, Gantash, is there anything in particular you guys are doing? As I assume Buru kind of rejoins you guys eventually.
I'll let
If-
Silas
Actually,
go
no. I'm
first.
staying outside the restaurant.
Okay.
There's one more thing I wanted to do.
I'll let Silas go
Just
first.
keep going.
Silas?
Yep. I want to see if there's like an alchemist, like a botanist. Would it be called? Or alchemist?
Yeah.
Alchemist.
A botanist would be a different thing for sure.
One of the two.
Okay. So
Botanist preferably.
you see a you can see a human in a red robe standing in a small tent. All of these tents have, for the most part, if they don't have an entryway, they just have a kind of counter out front. Some of them have seating out front. This one in particular does not. It's a small counter, probably fit for just one person to stand at. And you see him kind of standing at his booth with a hand kind of shifting around different vials of things. You notice something a little bit weird about his hand from a distance, but you're not quite sure what is weird. He's just kind of moving these vials around.
I'll make my way towards them.
And as he sees you coming, he stands up. Not too tall. He's probably about your height. And he's got this like dark black and gray hair just slicked back almost to a point at the back of his neck. And these very thick glasses that seem to be almost made of wood for frames. And they just kind of like enhance like the size of his eyes, like they're almost like magnifying glasses magnifying the size of his eyes. And as you come up, he just kind of pushes them up, just goes, interested in demon ichor or
Not-
something else?
More interested in information. Can we step inside?
Sure. And he just kind of like goes to the side of the tent and opens up like clearly an entrance that's like only meant for him, and he lets you in.
Oh, okay. It's not a shop in there. It's just,
No, it's literally just like a counter that you interact with him, but it's
Oh.
just his like personal working space.
that's fine.
And inside here, you can see that there's primarily just there's like a wall at the back that's just got these little metal stands, each with vials in them, the vast majority of which you can see are demon ichor. And as you're up close now, it's a little bit dark in the tent, but there is a faint glow coming out of just a candle that's set on that same bench. You can see that all of his fingers have been kind of twisted into these like tentacles that just idly roll around in his hand.
Be like, what happened to your hand? What is this? Yeah. Just
I
curious.
I hope that's not the information.
That isn't the question. It just surprised me, that's all.
You spend enough time dealing with demon ichor and it changes you. I don't recommend it.
I'll keep that in mind. What can you tell me about this? And I'll pull out a mushroom that I have.
And he just kind of looks it over. Let me do an experiment. And he reaches out to grab it from you.
I'll place it in the palm of his hand. Or his tentacles, whatever he's grabbing it with.
It's like tentacle fingers, human palm hand. So if you put it there, and then the tentacles just kind of wrap around it, pull it out, and place it on the desk. And then he takes one of his vials of demon ichor and just drips it on it. And you can see the demon ichor just kind of sits on the stalk for a second, and then it just kind of fuses into the mushroom itself. And he stares at it for a second. You can just see the mushroom just kind of pulses for half a second. It's demonic. And he hands it back to you. Otherwise, it's just a mushroom.
That's some great information. I knew it was demonic.
Well, that is my specialty. Do you want me to try something else with it? If it's not meaningful to you, I can take it apart.
Sure. I'm here for information, and whatever you can tell me would be helpful.
He kind of grabs it from you again, like just a little forcefully this time, and lays it out. His tentacle hands just reach around, grab this very scalpel-looking knife, and just starts kind of carving straight down the center. He looks inside. He can see that you can see the ichor now inside, just kind of flowing through these like veins almost that flow throughout the inside of the mushroom, and you can see it's mostly flowing up towards the cap. Yeah. Unique. I can't say that I've seen a plant interact this way, this quickly. It's seeking life. It wants to grow. And it wants life. Let's see here. And he puts his hand kind of on the inside of it. And the stalk of the mushroom just starts like, almost like creeping its way across the table towards his hand. And it just like rubs up against his hand, and he pulls it up, and it's just instantly like stuck to his hand. He goes, it's either looking to attack and kill, or it's seeking something from me. I think my best guess is that it's looking for some sort of life force to attach itself to.
What do you think it would do if it got a hold of a life force?
Well, like I said, it would either look to drain the life, or just act as a parasite and live as with the life force as its host.
So this mushroom, I believe it comes from a demon called Zugmoita. Do you know anything about said demon?
She's a demon lord I suppose I could have made that connection. Now that you point it out. All I know is that she is a demon lord. She has her own lair in the abyss. And I'm sure she's not to be messed with. Demon lords don't get that title lightly. They live in chaos and war, and are constantly in a power fight. And she has never lost control of her lair. I don't know that you'd want to be connected to that much longer.
Well, let's just say it. She's the one that brought me back to life.
Then you're a host.
Seems like it.
I'll take my hand over what your fate is. Host.
And what? Sorry.
That's it.
Mm. Well, what do I owe you for the information that you gave me?
I don't think I want anything from you. And he takes the split in half mushroom and he just holds it over the candle and just lets it burn up. And you can see it, like, it almost looks like it's being tortured rather than just shriveling up and dying. And he just burns it all the way through until it turns to ash, and he just throws it on the ground and steps on it like the end of a cigarette.
Like a herbicide or something, you know? Like oh, but while I'm here, do you have anything other than demon ichor that you sell?
We just got a new batch of potions of healing. But no, other than that, just the demon ichor.
How much do you charge for your potions of healing?
100.
Gold?
Or a soul coin.
For one?
Welcome to hell. I don't make the prices.
I think I might pass on that. That seems a little steep.
If you find somewhere else to pay for things with gold, down here you let me know.
Well, thank you for your time and the information, and have a great day.
You as well, though I doubt you will be having many of those. And he just pushes up his glasses.
I'll just walk out.
Okay. Gantash, are you just kind of hanging around these guys?
No, I wanted to look for a specific shop.
Okay, what are you hunting for?
I wanted to find like trinkets and bobs and items.
Let me see here. I would say that given the limited number of shops that are here, it's like everything is very intentional. So it's kind of like all your necessities are down here. As far as trinkets, your best luck is probably going to be with the forge.
I see. So there's nothing that stands out as that of which I'm looking for.
Yeah, you're primarily like, is there something specific you're looking for, or are you just generally looking for like tiny little thingamabobs?
Trinkets or items of interest. Like, not really.
Like magic items?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay. So again, you're probably like, just in terms of literally physical items as opposed to services, it's going to be the forge. Like, it's a pretty well endowed place. I didn't know what other word to put there.
Place is a big.
Yeah. Place is big.
Let me think here for a quick
No,
second.
place has a big.
Oh, place has a big. That's right. Yeah, it does. It's more apt.
Okay, I'll head over to the forge then.
Okay. And yeah, you can see Yol like collecting this massive pile of like butcher paper rolled coins.
I'll just kind of walk up. Wow, Yol. Making some new friends?
Seems like I haven't lost my touch.
Seems not.
They're very friendly once you talk them into it a little bit.
Oh, I'm sure. I'll just kind of wave over Salamander.
And he again crawls up to you, pops his head up. Yes.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
You as well. And he bows his head down. What might I interest you in?
I'm looking for potentially something very simple. Gold pendant, potentially.
Old pendant.
You work with
And
gold here?
He kind of reaches over to the side, pulls out this like almost like a display shelf that's just separated. It's got like a nice red bottom to it, and there's some sort of glass covering the top. And you can see he's got everything from like gold, like it looks like writing utensils. There's gold chains that you'd wear around your neck, and there are pendants to go along with it. Gold rings, basically anything that's like, this is like his gold collection, basically.
Do any of the pendants kind of like, are they all just kind of basic, or do any of them stand out in some manner? Like,
It's clear that
symbols, things like that, you know, like, or are they just kind of like basic?
Yeah, it's clear that they come from different crafters. They weren't all made by the same person. They've got all kinds of different designs and styles to them. You can see that some of them are likely pendants that represent different groups. So you can see that somewhere, like, there's a pin that actually resembles the deer head that was in Tarkon's tower, or Tarkon's castle. So clearly some sort of connection there. There's a couple of pendants to what you believe are like different gods, things like that.
Any gods that I recognize?
Go ahead and roll me a investigation check and investigation and religion.
Either or both?
Both.
Investigation was 18.
Okay.
Religion is 24.
Religion is 24. Okay. So you see that there are 3 different pendants that represent different gods or godlike creatures. One of them is a pendant that looks kind of like a black widow, but a little bit different. The legs are like oddly very long, and they kind of curl in around to grip the chain. that you recognize is actually a representation of Lolth, the demon lord. You see that there is a trident pendant that you recognize as a symbol of Procan, which is a god of the seas. And you, luckily, you actually find another one that is, just by chance, a lovely hand that catches your attention because it is identical to the one that you carry.
You fucking motherfucker, bro. You dirty fucking... You sneaky, dirty, little, stinky, smelly dungeon master. For these pendants here, how much for each?
And he just kind of looks to the side. This is my personal collection.
Well, why would you show it to me if it was your personal collection? It doesn't really
I'm simply telling you they have value to me. And his kind of tone changes a little and he says, do you want all of them?
Depends on the price. Price for all and the price for per.
400 each, 1,000 for them all.
Jesus. Would there be room to trade?
Yes. For the right item.
How do you feel about this? And I'll put the circlet of blasting on the counter. And Ragged Dragon.
And he kind of looks it over. That's a good one. I'll count that as 300. Actually, no, give me a persuasion check. I'll give you a chance at this.
I'll give you a chance to not let me rip you off.
I'm gonna answer like a salamander. 17.
He says, throw in some food. And it's a deal.
But you want me to give you food?
Yes. That's how this trade works.
Food? And this for all?
For one.
For one. What kind of food would you like?
Enough to fill my belly. That's all.
From the restaurant?
Sure.
You can take your order.
Surprise me. And he slides the circlet closer to him on the counter, and he kind of puts his hand across the pendants, and he says, "Let me guess." And he pulls the glass back and picks up the Torm amulet.
I look at him and I smile. And I say, lucky guess.
And he just hands it over to you and slides the circlet back and places it off to the side. Don't forget the food. That's a debt. And he takes the glass, puts it back on his display, and brings it back over.
And I'll stick out my hand.
Bro, is this guy fat? Come on, man.
He gives it to you.
No, I know. I'm gonna stick out my head, like, because he's putting it away, right? I'm gonna be like,
Oh, for like that. Oh,
no, like to stop from.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Okay, and he pulls it back.
I'm just curious how much this item is worth. I'm gonna take 2 steps back. And I'm just gonna, like, from my bag, just maybe, like, show half of the Helm of Tormsight. Just half of it.
And he looks at it.
And I'll put it back before he can even respond.
Well, if you wanted those other 2, we could make it work.
The hand is fine. I wanted to see for myself. I'll be back with your food momentarily. I'll take the necklace and I'll walk straight to the restaurant.
Which you will see, obviously, Buru standing at. Yol, I need to know where you go.
I don't know. I just made $800. I guess I'm going to the bar and waiting for my boots to be ready.
Okay. So as you head your way to the bar, you can see.
Actually, realistically, I would probably try and find a place to go and get some demon ichor because I know we're not exactly loaded on it.
Okay. Oh, sorry, one sec. Yep.
I can go to a bar first, though, if you want.
Well, it's up to you. I'll let you choose where you go.
We'll go try and find some fuel.
Okay. So then I'm going to roll with you then for a minute. Okay. So you obviously see the same guy from that Silas was talking to. Just you can clearly see from a distance, like that's Demon Ichor in those vials from a distance, sitting on that counter. And you make your way over. Same guy. You can see Silas kind of cruising away from there, you can see that he was in the tent for some reason, and then he's like making his way out. You make your way up to him, and he just he's there to greet you. Very odd looking creature, and the tentacle hand and everything. You see one of the tentacles comes up, presses his glasses up, and yes.
I see you have some fuel.
Yes.
But I think my friend just left here, so he must have gotten some, right? Skinny little twink, very pale.
No, he wasn't interested.
He's dumber than I thought. Okay. Well, I'm looking for some fuel. He is too, for what it's worth. Unless you didn't like him, in which case I'm not associated.
And he just kind of corks one of the bottles and just slides it across the table. 100 or a soul coin.
100. Well.
And he rolls another
discounts?
one down. He rolls another one across. 150.
Throw in a third, I'll give you 200. How's that sound?
Done. And he rolls it over.
Beauty. Thank you very much. Is this all you sell?
For the most part, and he again pushes up and his tentacles just kind of slide across his face and back down. I have health potions, but not many, for 100. No discounts.
All due respect, no interest.
That's all. A pleasure.
Sure. I'll tuck away my little vials. Can I have a receipt?
Oh, yes. And he pulls out just a chip, and he just kind of, you can see, carves a number into it and slides it to you, 200.
Thank you kindly.
And where are you off to?
Bar.
Okay. I will say from here, you start heading towards the bar, and you can see that there is somebody else behind the bar. Looks like they're just collecting steins from the 3 guests, and who seem pretty content on just staying. This person you can see is a human female, and they have dark hair, and they just look like they're kind of dressed like a barmaid, and almost kind of like mousy in the movements, like sloppy almost with trying to collect everything. And you can see she's like a little bit buggy looking around, and she actually looks at you for a half a second and like pauses and freezes, and then drops down below the counter, and you just see the curtain like push to the side, and that's it.
Do I by chance recognize this person?
Give me a perception check.
15.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. And she looks really stressed out.
Is it by chance everyone's favorite Baldur's Gate barkeep?
Yep.
Oh, fuck a doodle do.
She took a deal, I think, right?
She, yeah, she did.
I'm gonna leave you there for a second, okay?
Yeah.
What a motherfucker, dude!
My fucking ex is in hell. What am I supposed to do about this?
Dude,
I've been there, bro. Yo, I've been there, bro.
oh, goodness gracious.
Oh, shit.
I'm so glad you guys decided to stop here, by the way. I just want to tell you. Okay, so we're gonna hop over to basically it's kind of gonna be the Buru Gantash show for a couple of minutes. We're past 11, so we're coming up to a close. But I want to know what you guys are doing. So Buru, you're standing outside of the restaurant. Nobody has come to you quite yet, but you've been out there for a couple of minutes.
I wanna go back in actually.
Okay. I'm gonna say, like, if you were just hanging out there for a little bit, Gantash is probably gonna be walking in roughly the same time that you walk in. So you guys go in. Buru, you have, I'm sure, something on your mind. Gantash, I'm sure you do too.
Oh, where did you just come from?
A little browsing. Bought myself something nice. And I'll just flash the golden tool.
I'm gonna pretend like it blinds me. Oh, so
stop.
flashy. Oh, Gantash. Considering your age, I wouldn't think you'd be so materialistic.
I need it for a spell.
Okay. Well, it has something interesting here that I was looking at on the menu. Want to see if I can get a bottle of it. And I think I had this idea in mind for you. So let's see if we can get some.
Okay. I need to buy some food, not for me.
Yeah, don't buy any food for you. I think I got us covered.
I need it. It's one of my. It's strange. Salamander at the forge. Our deal was an item I had and some food. He wanted food.
Salamander. And I'm just gonna look at the menu. Did he have to get something he likes?
Said
Well,
to
I'm looking at the
surprise
menu.
him. I guess I started looking at the menu. I'm like,
Well, everything's. If you got everything, it's 25 gold.
nah, I'm just
Maybe
getting
if
one. I don't.
Is that enough?
Said he
What do
wants
salamanders eat?
Food. Said anything. From the restaurant's fine.
All
And
right.
I look at and I'm like, is this the special something you were talking about? The celestial caramel drizzle?
Yep. I want a bottle, maybe 2.
I have some questions about that.
Yep.
And I'll
I'm
just-
gonna ask too. I
like,
know.
Raise my hand up. I'm just like looking for, for some service.
And the same elf that came to seat you before Wuro comes up and, oh yes, can I assist?
Yes. I'm not looking to sit. I just would like to order some takeout.
We're getting quite a bit of that today.
It's not for me. It's for one of the forge keeps. Part of our deal. No matter. I did have a question though about your menu.
Yes?
This celestial caramel drizzle, is it made from celestials?
And he just kind of looks around. I don't mean to offend, but that might be the dumbest question I've been asked in a long time. I apologize. I don't know where that came from.
Can I insight check?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hold on, math is hard. 23.
23. Yeah, he looks disappointed, and you're like confident that he's like pretty disappointed that you asked that.
Listen, everything on your menu is so polarizingly different than that one singular item. And I don't exactly approve.
We you can't make a caramel sauce out of living anything. Were you hoping that it was?
I was hoping that it wasn't.
Oh, is it made out of dead celestial?
Your wish is my command, then.
I'll get some sturge sliders to go, please.
Right away. Do you want me to put it in his?
Just for me.
Of course. Will you be waiting outside as well?
Absolutely.
Definitive. We will be back with your food. Also, sir, your gigantic burlap bag full of food is...
Wait a minute. What did you just do? Did you just piss off the old man? What did you do? He just asked about the caramel drizzle.
You're asking the elf?
Yeah.
No, I was caught off guard. I apologize.
Well, is it made from... How is it celestial? Answer the question.
It's like a saying, like a tastes like it's from heaven.
Its flavor is divine.
I'm gonna put my hand on Buru.
God damn it.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna mind link. And I'll look at him with a furrowed brow. Don't antagonize trapped souls here.
Celestial caramel drizzle. And I'm just gonna turn around.
I'll walk out
Wait a
Buru
minute.
if
My
he
order's
wants
ready?
No, it will be. It'll be coming in actually several burlap sacks. I hope that's okay. It's neatly packaged on the inside, of course, but you ordered quite a bit.
Okay, got it.
Lovely.
Actually, question. Rare miniature stench cow cheese selection.
Yes.
What kind of cows are down here in Avernus?
Oh, we've captured some, actually. They're treated quite well.
Free range, you know, I got free range pastured New Zealand ground cow beef.
We let them out the back door to graze every once in a while.
Ah, right. Okay. Just checking.
Of course. Happy to serve.
Have you tried any of this food?
All of it. It's the only things I eat.
And how long do you think it would last?
Well, it won't be fresh for longer than a day. But for the most part, it'll be edible for 3.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Of course. I will say at this, we're gonna close with a couple of things. Number one, we're closing with the scene with Yantash and Buru arguing about celestial caramel sauce. Yol walking his way forward to seeing Alan, the bartender from Baldur's Gate, somehow here in Avernus serving devils. And Silas, your scene will close with you strolling back to the group, and all of a sudden, a certain darkness kind of clouds your vision, and a large metal hand wraps around the front of your face, and you get pulled very forcefully into a dark area and sat down on a hard stone seat with this large metal hand around your face. And that's where we're going to close it.
Peace.
I've been kidnapped.
Bruh.